AT with DogTag. It's a little bit before 7, and sitting here having a Pop-Tart, get me started and motivated for my day. And of course, you look out your tent and you get to see a wonderful sunrise while you're atop this beautiful mountain. So all kind of makes it worth being up here and being out on the trail. You know, I don't know how many of us can say that we've enjoyed several beautiful sunset and sunrises while on top of a mountain. All's good. Looking forward to my day 11 on the trail, and we'll give you another update a little further down the trail. All right, y'all take care, be safe, and have a great day. Well, headed off of Rocky Mountain this morning, headed to Trey Mountain Shelter. It's only 4.3, but I'll decide when I get there if I want to push on and do more miles. But all's good. Had a great night of sleep, and I know I sleep good when I dream, so I had a couple strange dreams, but what do you expect when you're on top of a mountain by yourself? So no dreams about bears getting me though. So all's good. Had my morning snack, packs packed, and ready to move out for day 11 on the AT with DogTag. Coming off of Rocky Mountain, and first get a beautiful view of Georgia and the Blue Ridge Mountains. Sure makes every day worthwhile when you get up here and get to see all this. Well, good afternoon or late morning. Day 11. I'm up here at what they call the Cheese Factory campsite. And I guess history has it that at some point in the past, there was a cheese factory up here. So I assume they probably had cattle and I don't know. Nice little flat area around here, but not a huge flat area. So I don't know what kind of cheese they made or where they made the cheese, because there's no remnants of a factory of any sort. But on the main. Here comes Raz, gimpy knee and all. So he caught me. I knew he would, but well, it's always good to run into family or trail family or friends. Raz went down. There's a water spot about 0.1 miles from here. He went down there, so told him I'd watch his pack while he walked down and came back, and then I'd get back on the trail. But a beautiful spot. Day is beautiful. He was telling me that they're calling for possible rain showers tonight. We'll see. But you know, one day at a time, one step at a time, headed towards Maine. Can't complain and loving life. All right, all you fire buddies, as you can see, somewhere here in Georgia there is a fire, and don't know if it's in our area, but it's way off in the distance. But we'll see. As we get to the top of Trey Mountain, we'll get a better look at it. So I know they sent out alert warnings about certain roads being closed due to smoke, but it's all good. All right, y'all be safe. Okay, I'm at the top of Trey Mountain, getting ready to head down to the shelter. I won't lie, they don't get any easier. I always wait a few minutes before I log on, because then you don't see me huffing and puffing and like I'm wondering what the heck I'm doing here. But you get a little bit of a view from up here. Not much, but because of the trees. But they say that at Trey Shelter we might get a decent view. So let's get on over there and take the rest of the day off. Signing out for now. Well, end of day 11 here at Trey Mountain Shelter. And of course, I'm tenting because I love to tent. And got a beautiful view out the front of my the tent. And pretty good day. Not long miles, but you know, they say slow and steady gets you to the end, and that's what it's doing for me. So you all take care, be safe, and keep me in your prayers. Like me, make comments, share, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Otherwise, we'll see you all later, alligators. Well, good morning. Day 12 on the AT with DogTag. And as you can see, I am up right at sunrise. Got my stuff, getting ready to pack it all up and start my next day adventure. I think I'm headed to Deep Gap Shelter. It's 7.1 miles to the next shelter. It doesn't look too hard, but you know, you never know until you face those hills. But all's good. Slept okay. It wasn't too cold last night. A lot of wind last night. But all in all, all's good. Probably get me something to eat real quick before I leave, and then get on the trail so I can take my turtle pace to the next stop. All right, y'all be safe, and we'll talk to you later. Well, on the trail again, as they say, on the road again. Now I'm on the trail again. Headed north to Maine, and we're 7.4 away from our next stop, and starting to feel a little bit better, and all's good. We'll check in later. Well, good afternoon from the AT, day 12. Had to stop here at Sassafras Gap before I start my long slog up to where our shelter is. My stomach was grumbling and growling, so I figured I'd better eat something. So I had some peanut butter and dried, dehydrated strawberries. Actually, it was pretty good, but my peanut butter was chocolate peanut butter. So it was like having chocolate-covered strawberries. But it's been a good day. The trail has been really good. Not a lot of rocks. Of course, still have the ups and downs, but not a lot of rocks like I have the last couple of days. Have met some new people. Met
KT. He's a 69-year-old from New Zealand. Got to talk with him, and really interesting. And he asked me about the dog tags, and he was just amazed at the number 22 that we are losing in veterans. But it was nice to talk with him. And let's see, who else did I pass today? Frankenstein and Rabbit. We met them last night at the shelter. They both attended VMI. Only one finished though. Frankenstein, he was the class of 1996, I think he said. Rabbit said he started, but just wasn't tough enough to finish VMI. Go VMI. Let's see. Of course, Bloomer and Raz, we all met back up at the last shelter. They're ahead of me now. They're going to be at the next shelter again, and then tomorrow I've got about a 4.5 mile hike into the Dick's Gap, where I'll go into town for a day and a half. Take a Nero and a Zero. I think I need to get a day where I can work on my videos and get some posted. So, but beautiful place here. Kind of got windy, so I had to put my sweater back on. My phone says it's 59, but with the breeze blowing, it sure feels like it's in the high 30s. But it's all good. I need to get back going and now have some food and energy and rehydrated a little bit. And let's see. I did last night. I did give my first trail name out. There was a young man, recent retiree from the United States Air Force. He's out on the trail. He talked to me about having 2 kids who live in Texas. He lives in South Carolina, and that he was going to get off trail in the middle of the summer so he could go spend time with his 2 kids. And then after he spends 2 months with them, then he's going to get back on the trail and flip and come from Katahdin south. So I named him, because he didn't have a name. And I said, well, how about you go by Single Dad? And then that way if you meet any women on the trail, they'll know that you're single. So he laughed about that, and then everybody sitting around the shelter all thought, oh, that's a perfect name. So met him, met another kid, and I say kid, they're younger, Hopper. They're moving along fast. Some of those guys, they're putting some big miles in. I just can't do those big miles, at least not yet. Today, like I said, it hasn't been as hard, even though I've had some pretty good ups and downs. But the trail has been, nice. The only thing bad about it is there's a lot of leaf coverage on the trail, and the leaves cover up the rocks and the roots. And so sometimes you have to really be careful when you put your foot down that you're putting it on something solid, or so that you don't roll an ankle, because I have kind of twisted my ankle a few times, but not to the point where it hurt, just that I was able to use my trekking poles and catch me, and I didn't fall. So, other than that, the trail's in really good shape here. There's not a lot of mud like I've had, and the big boulders that I've had the last couple days. So, I probably should knock on wood here. Tree behind me, knock on wood. Hope that it doesn't return. So we'll see. So I'm going to get my pack on and get headed north, and we're headed to Deep Gap Shelter, and it'll put me at 3% done. 3%. I'll be over 66 miles on the trail, so I'll have 3% of the trail done. I know, 97% more still to go. But it's all good, and I'm having a good time and meeting a lot of good people, and getting to fellowship with a lot of people, and meet some really cool people. So y'all take care, and keep following, and I'll try and get these videos up as quick as I can. All right, bye. Well, I'm slogging up this hill. The wind's blowing. Can you hear the tree talking to me? Oops, there it goes. not sure you can hear it, but there's a widowmaker right there that's leaning on another tree. You hear it rubbing the tree. I think it's saying, "DogTag, keep moving, don't stop." So I'm headed up the hill. Another hill closer to me. Well, another hill behind me. I'm atop what they call Kelly Knob. And now I'm headed down to Deep Gap Shelter, which is probably 0.8 miles, but it's supposedly all downhill. So then I'll be done for the day, and then I'll maybe do a little short video before I rack out tonight once I get to shelter and set it up. All right, and thanks for watching, and thanks for supporting, and I appreciate the comments. And if I by chance don't reply back to your comment, I'll try and get to them when I get to my 0 day, and I'll go back through and reply to everybody that has been very supportive of me. So y'all stay safe and enjoy this beautiful weather we're having. So we're at Deep Gap Shelter, end of day 12, several tenters along with me. And then here's the shelter, and everybody's finishing up eating over there. And I'm getting ready to go crawl in my tent and maybe do some video editing or just go to bed. I don't know. But day 13 tomorrow, and we're going into town. So I got a Nero, probably about 4 miles, and then I'll go into Stanables around the bend, and I'm going to stay there Friday night and Saturday. So, and I'll be back out on the trail Sunday. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Love y'all. You guys be safe, and we'll see you later, alligators. All right, day 13, checking out from Deep Gap Shelter, and we're headed into town, about 3.4 miles to Dix Creek Gap, where I'll get my shuttle to Stanables, do a resupply, do some videos, and get maybe some off-trail rest. All right, well, if I see anything interesting, I will stop and videotape. Otherwise, I'll see you guys later. Be safe. Don't know if you can see off in the distance out there, but that's Hiawassee. Nice lakes in that little town. But my hands are cold, so I'm not going to videotape long. Goodbye. Well, you know, this trail is all about learning lessons. This morning I learned a smart one. Before I left on the trail, I was filling my water bottles up. And of course my hands were a little cold, so I had my gloves on. But what wasn't smart is that the water got my gloves wet. And then as soon as we crested the gap on the trail, heck yeah, and had a wind breeze, and the wind on my gloves made my hands very cold. But now I'm on the sunny side of the mountain, and my hands are warming back up, so all is good. Loving life. And here's a single dad coming up behind me. He and I getting a late start on the trail, but we've learned that the sunny side of the mountain is much better in the morning. Well, up on top of Powell Mountain, this is a 1.1 mile side trail, blue trail as they call it. I don't want to miss too many of these beautiful views, and really nice up here, and it's not as windy as it is on the, as I thought it would be up here, but all is good, and I'm going to continue moving on down the trail, headed towards Maine. Love y'all. I've made my call to Stanables, and the shuttle's coming to get me. And of course, you can hear traffic going by. So they're just a little ways down the road, and nice short day, nice easy. 1,100 foot drop off the mountain to here, and knees aren't hurting, but they're feeling it. So it's all good. I'm looking forward to taking a day off, and who knows, maybe I'll find a razor and shave the sides and clean up a little bit so I look a little bit more presentable when I get back on the trail. So I'll check in later and let you know what Stanables is like, and maybe go into town and get something to eat. All right. Love y'alls. Bye.
We are out here at the above Stanables around the bend doing a fuel transfer.
It's working. You can hear it. So the hissing will stop when it's done. I think so, yeah. And I can feel it getting colder on the bottom.
There you go.
Oh, shake, shake, shake.
Yeah, that helps.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Boom! There's my head.
It'd have gotten all of us, trust me.
Yeah, it's a pretty quick process.
And I don't think there's
I'm hearing it hissing a little bit.
Is it still
Hissing. I can't hear it. I think it's done. What do you think?
all right? Turn her off.
Put this one on there.
That one on. Oh, there's a little bit there though. I think it does kind of crap out, but
I think it's pretty probably done.
Gary, you get it off a little bit.
That's right. That's the last one.
You can put that one back in the fridge and
I ain't fucking with it.
yeah, put it back in the hiker box and let somebody else try to.
Yeah. Someone else on it. Here's a little bit in there. Here's a little bit in that one. Ain't shit gonna come out of there, man. You transferring it all? Yeah. Hear it?
Well, we didn't get no spectacular explosions, but we did learn a process.
That's what you were hoping for. I'm sorry we disappointed you.